you mind putting that one mic down a little bit so it's not right in front of your face? Look better. Thank you. That's perfect.
All right. It looks like we are at our appointed hour, so we will begin. Marlis, please.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Marlis Palmer. I'm the mayor of Cambridge, and I do want to welcome everyone this morning and thank you so much for coming and spending a part of your morning with us. The order this morning of statements will be, first of all, I will make a few brief statements. We then will have two members of the Cambridge Fire Department that will speak. We will have possibly three members from the Imker family, and then we will have last the Cambridge Police Fire Chief Sean Okerlund. At the end of the press conference, we will not take any questions at this time. Once again, good morning. On behalf of the citizens of Cambridge, may I thank you and welcome you for attending this news conference this morning. Our city of Cambridge feels a sense of deep and profound sadness as we extend our sincere condolences to the entire Chip Imker family. We do truly recognize and we acknowledge Chip Imker as a valuable and committed fellow citizen, as a brave and proud Cambridge firefighter and United States National Guard soldier, as a beloved family member, and as an excellent role model for all that will follow him. Our community is humbly grateful to Chip and to his service and to the legacy that he has left and given to all of us. And I too would like to extend the sympathy of the citizens to our Cambridge Fire Department as they struggle now with the loss of a fallen comrade. Our firefighters, as all firefighters, are held in the highest regard by our citizens because of their unquestioning response and ability to step into harm's way for any one of us. And also, as we all know and feel, for their deep, silent, and steadfast loyalty to one another. That is such a strong and common bond for them. Please know that our sympathy and our support goes to the Chip Imker family at this time. In closing, I remember these are the words I've heard long ago, and they're from William Shakespeare, so you know that it was long ago. These words are some that he tried to use to explain what sorrow is. It's very brief. It only says, if you have tears, prepare to shed them now. At this time, I would like to introduce Corey Bustrom. Corey is the Service Information Officer for the Cambridge Fire Department.
My name is Corey Bustrom. I'm a fellow firefighter of Chip Imker's, and I'm also the Public Information Officer for the Cambridge Fire Department. Our firefighters have been going through a very difficult time, as you can imagine. We'd like to thank our spouses and families for their support, love, and courage that they've given us as we go through this together. Our hearts go out to the family of Chip Imker. Chip was a brother to us, and his family will always be part of our family. We thank the family for working closely with us to let us help honor Chip in the best way possible. We have received a huge outpouring of support from our community. Thank you for everything that you have done and all that you will do to help us move forward. We would like to thank all of our neighboring fire departments for their support and for volunteering their time serving our community's fire needs while we're grieving through this difficult time. Our department would also like to thank the Minnesota Fallen Firefighters Memorial Association, the Minnesota State Fire Chiefs Association FAST team, and the St. Croix Valley Firefighters Association. They have been extremely helpful, and we would not be able to get through this without them. Very crucial part. Thank you all for coming. Neil Jennison.
I'm Neil Jennison. I was Chip's teacher and coach in high school. I've known the family since I've been here in 1990, and as a result of this tragedy, we needed a liaison between the family and all the fire service agencies that come to help, and it's been quite a learning experience for all of us. But I just wanted to say Chip is a very, very special person, and that's what we wanted to focus on today. And you know, as his teacher and coach, I can share a ton of stories. Chip was a captain of our wrestling team, graduated in 1994. I recall a time where our team was being very successful in his senior year, and he was injured, his knee was injured, and he couldn't wrestle in the state tournament as we took on Apple Valley. And we wanted him out there, he wanted to be out there, but you know, his knee was just too swollen, and he kept begging. I said, Chip, it's not the time. And it was kind of a show of his courage again. He said, I got to do it, coach, and maybe tomorrow. And before the state tournament was done, guess what? Chip with a torn meniscus in his right knee was out on the mat wrestling in the state tournament. And you know, just a show of his determination. He was also quite a character. He was my teacher assistant for a couple of years. I could give him any task, he'd get it done without a question asked. But he liked to test the coach too. And one day he said, Coach, you and I are going to wrestle. And so we were on the mat and kind of going at it. And next thing I know, I caught this little punch right to the eye. And lo and behold, my eye swells up and I got a black eye. Another pretty successful season went on. We won the conference title at the end of the year. The guys decided it'd be good to give the old coach a t-shirt, and they all signed their name. But what does Chip do? He makes a stick figure with Coach, his face, and a black eye. Right? So he always had something up his sleeve, and you know, just so many great memories of this kid. He was a doer. He had just a great business going here. He's pulled so many permits with the city. They know him by a first name basis. He ran his own business with a lot of enthusiasm and quality work. He was just a great contractor. I know his brother wants to talk about his service in the military. He was also a soldier. So again, just a very involved guy, and we're just going to miss him dearly. Dick Imker's dad presented me with a little sheet, and we found out that Chip is literally going to be represented all over the country. He was an organ donor. His type B blood was kind of hard to match, I guess, and so as a result of Chip's death, a lot of people are going to benefit. His heart is somewhere on the East Coast. His liver went to a guy in his 60s somewhere in the Midwest. His lungs are also somewhere on the East Coast. His kidneys, one went out to the West Coast, one's in the Midwest. I haven't found a match for his pancreas, but there's more information coming on that. And again, that's the kind of guy Chip was. He's just very, very giving. And you know, unfortunately, this accident happened, but some people are the beneficiaries too. So those conclude my comments. At this time, I'd like to introduce his brothers, Chuck and Chad Imker, and they're going to have a few more words about Chip.
My name is Chad Imker. I'm Chip's eldest brother. This is my brother Chuck. I'm going to make a few comments about Chip, and first off, I'd like to thank you all for allowing us to share who Chip was and Chip's experience in his life. In addition to a great person, a great brother, he's also a spouse to Chris, his two beautiful young sons, Hayden and Connor, who his legacy will live on through. And also a son, brother, his father, kind of as Neil talked about. We served together in the Army National Guard. So as a soldier, later in the firefighting department. So his sense of service and stewardship was very strong in Chip's life. He liked to give back to the community. And he continued to do that, to follow his passion for wrestling by volunteering as a wrestling coach for his children and other children in the local area. That's all I have.
I'm Chip's brother Chuck, and I'm going to share a story he told me on his way back from a hunting trip. He was out somewhere out west, and he was worried about grizzly bears. And he was hunting with his buddy Rob Wurtzel, and he told Rob he could sleep next to the tent, so he didn't have to worry about the grizzlies coming at him. So Rob proceeded to tell him, "You don't have to worry, they come in from any side." And with that, we'll turn it over to Kristen.
What I wanted to say is, I just wanted to, on behalf of me, Hayden, Connor, and Chip's family, thank you to everybody. It has just been amazing. Friends, family, fire department, the fallen firefighter group, just everybody, the other fire departments, the community, all the things that they have done for us to help us with this. So I just wanted to thank everyone. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. And then Sean Okerlund will be talking now.
Hello, my name is Sean Okerlund. I'm the fire chief for the Cambridge Fire Department. I would like to say a few words about Chip. First, as a firefighter, and more importantly, as a very dear friend and a brother of every Cambridge firefighter. Chip the firefighter. In the first 12 plus months, Chip became a certified firefighter 1 and 2. He also hazmat responder. He also completed first responder and also working towards technical rescue. I knew Chip long before he joined the department. Since his hire date, I always referred to Chip as the chosen one. He always did everything I asked of him and then some. Personally, I held Chip to a higher standard because of our personal relationship. If I ever needed anything done, I knew Chip would be there right for me. His dedication to the fire department was second to none. Chip Imker is a firefighter that is unreplaceable. Chip, my friend, my little buddy, the chipmunk I used to call him, caring, giving, very energetic, trustworthy, fun-loving, and honest. To me, he was a brother that I never had. As a friend, I always knew he'd do anything for me, and he would always be there. Now I need to be there for him and the family that he's left behind. Every day, Chip gave the best of himself to everyone that he met, no matter who it was. Chip was an excellent construction worker. He was self-employed, as everybody knows. He was very detailed and always kept very busy, even in these tough economic times. And that was definitely a testament to his work. It's funny how much I forgot or didn't know since Chip and I have met. And I can now say that was definitely by design on my part. It would always get done better, quicker, and a little more detail than I would have done it. He always made time for anyone that needed the help. I don't understand how he could give so much time of himself each and every day. I will miss my brother Chip more than anything. This is a void in my life that cannot be filled. In closing, thank you for coming today. this doesn't conclude our press conference. Since the accident is still under investigation by OSHA, we cannot comment on the details of it. Again, thank you for understanding and respecting the grievance process for the family, for our fire department, and our community. Thank you.